Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the channel. It's Ian K, creator, producer, and host of Peep This Out Reviews here on YouTube. Welcome to the Friday night live stream, guys, for March 8th. Crazy to believe we're like into March right now, which is crazy. The year is beginning to go by. Shout outs to all of you guys here in the chat. Buzz7332, just as I was going live with the first super chat donation of the evening. Happy Friday night from Main Street, USA. I'll have a churro in your honor, Ian. Thank you so much. I really am looking forward to going back to Disney and getting some churros as well. Good times across the board over there. I'm glad you guys are watching me from Disney. I appreciate that. I'm going to keep you entertained for as long as I can tonight for the hour. Thanks so much, Buzz, as always. We got a little bit more rain coming, I believe, on Monday. I think very, very lightly considering what we've had. But it's great to see everybody on here right now. Thank you so much for being part of the group. And it's filling in pretty quickly here as well. Obviously, you guys can hear me okay and see me okay, obviously. I got the thumbs up from Sticker is coming through as well. Very nice. Let me shoot over here really quickly. And before we get into the people who are here in the chat, hang on one second here. I just wanted to get this out of the way early on, just because I didn't want it to get kind of bogged down with all the other chats are going here. But Scott Messerschmidt's going to be having his birthday tomorrow. Craziness, March 9th on Saturday. Shout outs to you there. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to the one and only Scott Messerschmidt, one of my day ones as well. Happy birthday to you. Health, happiness, and success, always in that order, of course. I appreciate you for jumping on. And Buzz jumping in right there as well, too. It's finally catching up with the first Super Chat donation. Thank you so much for contributing, as always, Buzz, as well as being a patron as well. I greatly appreciate that. Great to see you guys on here right now. And I guess just to segue, if you guys wish to be like Buzz as well, of course, you'll find all the details down below in the description box for donating to the channel, as well as that little $sign you'll see in the chat box if you've got that enabled. Just know that YouTube does take a little bit from you to do that. But I appreciate the love and support. And of course, you guys are going to be located down below in the description box if you're actually watching this on the replay, as well as all the chapter headings for everything that you'll see, especially for the review that you're going to see here tonight as well. You can skip ahead and jump right on over to it there. And of course, you'll be down below there as well too, bus number 1 in effect. And also, if you subscribe to the channel, you'll also see yourself down there as well, and up over here as well too. So shout outs to you there, definitely. Let me shoot to the very top here and see who we've got in effect. I just took some aspirin about 20 minutes ago because I do have a little bit of a headache on my left side right now. So hopefully that'll kick in just a little while. But let's see who we've got here. Erna 785 launching in here, number 1, always in the number 1 spot. Right there in effect. We've got Klon Go as well. Thanks so much for jumping on. Another one of channel member supporters. Thank you so much. Great to see you on here, Klon, of course. Sticker Collecting jumping in as well. We have got Erna 785 as well too. They're you're in a few times there at the very top there. Urza Ender, Preston W984. Thanks so much for jumping on. One of the youngest, apparently, he says, or she says, that actually enjoys food review content. I appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the content. And yes, last I forgot to ask, Ian, was the year the song Another Day in Paradise by Phil Collins. I was trying to think about it being 1983, if that was on the LP for No Jacket Required, but obviously now quickly thinking of it, I think it was like 87, 88-ish range. Man, I think you said it was 1986. But that's a great song. Absolutely great song. Great choice. Great choice there with that one. Preston was about to go to sleep and the notification popped up. Thankfully, that's working. Make sure when you guys are hitting the subscribe, or even just to verify the bell, make sure you select all, so that way you'll have more of a chance of receiving. I'm noticing a few people that are not getting, I'm getting notified actually by direct messages because stuff is not being sent. So I just want to make sure that's out there, and you're going to hear me mention that on the reviews every so often as well, just to kind of remind you guys, just in case, just in case. Clown Go, hope your week was good. Mine was busy as usual. Yes, definitely busy. I am very tired this week. Lots of stuff coming up this coming week as well as next Friday. I'm actually not going to be able to stream next Friday because I have an early evening medical appointment that I have to go do for a test to have done. So it's kind of like maintenance things, and just to make sure everything is okay. So it's going to be a late evening or early evening appointment that I have, so I'm not going to be able to get back in time. So that's why I'm glad I wanted to make sure we're on tonight, and we're going to do a review, and naturally you'll see the content all throughout this coming week as well. So more stuff coming your way. Let's see here. So shout outs to you there, Scott. A very happy birthday to you, man. Definitely health, happiness, and success as always. We've got Drew. Drew's food reviews. Let's get the situation. It's Friday. Go in there. Urza Ender, I love the pizza sandwich KFC review. Yeah, that I had to go back and give that a shot in the bun. You know, it really was a good situation. The pizza on a bun is a beautiful thing. Basically, chicken parm sandwich. Very, very tasty. But I love the footage in that video, and it really is a nice little companion piece to the main pizza review from KFC. A lot of fun putting that together. Larry Nguyen, what is this I hear about the E&K sandwich at Subway all over the California? How did that get out? That's what I want to know. How did that get out? Subway's people better get at me for real. If you want to get me back over there to do some reviews, that's one surefire way to guarantee it. All right. And there's Preston. I think I might be the youngest here who likes food review videos. No worries. No worries. All are welcome. Carl Broussard saying happy birthday to Scott. We have an amazing community here on the channel. You already know what it is. UFO in effect as well. Thanks so much for jumping on. Let me see here. I'm going to shoot on down quicker. Lesser Gvolser. I always have trouble pronouncing your name, but shout outs to you, my friend. Thanks so much for jumping on. James Morrison. Looks like the lobby is packed with peeps. You know what? With Easter right around the corner, I saw a whole bunch at Target today. Let me tell you, very tempting to do, but I'm going to wait a little bit closer to Easter to do any of them. There's a couple actually instantly that jumped out at me that I really wanted to try, so I will absolutely see what's up with that as well. Klongo, my favorite review this last week was the custom pizza sandwich. Yes, yes, yes. Good stuff there. It's worth going in to go back on, especially if you had a pretty decent experience the first time, which I know my buddy, the endorsement, did not. And he re-reviewed it, and it was a little bit better for him that time. But yeah, definitely. You got to do it in sandwich form. It's definitely a tasty situation. I ate the bones. What it do? What it do? Great to see you. Great to see you. And then we're finally getting caught up over here. Preston says one of those Pepsi slushies sounds good. How about the Ecto or the Ghostbusters slushie, or the Icy, I should say? That's going to be coming out, I think, at 7-Eleven, I think it was. It makes sense because it's green, right? I mean, come on. The Robo Boogie's in effect as well. Nice. I ate the bones. I asked for E&K at my local Subway, and they swear, oh, man, you're horrible. Savers fan, what's up, Ian? What it be? What it do? Great to see you, my friend. Thanks so much for jumping on. Oh, let me see here. Ed Keaton. Let's see. Did you see my comments? I need some prayers, please. Whoa, what did I miss from Ed? Hang on. Let me just shoot on back over here. Let's see. Ethan's vlogs, DVD review, food reviews. I missed all the whole chat, so I'm back. Oh, hold on 1 second here. Ed, what did I miss here? Ed. Lost my friend and classmate this past Sunday, March 3rd. His name was Ian, too. Oh, my goodness. His birthday would have been March 9th. Oh, my gosh. Ed, I am so sorry. Guys, if we can throw some prayer hands. I'm seeing that catch up here in the chat already. Man, I'm so sorry about that. Goodness gracious. Ed, you have not had good luck lately for sure. I am so sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that. But hopefully we can distract you for a little bit. But that's a heartbreak. That is. I am so sorry to hear that. Definitely not the way that you want to start your weekend off for sure. So let's just see if we can try and distract there. And again, as you can see, the community, good stuff across the board there as well. And I'm going to be sending as much positivity and love out there for you as always, and hold you in my thoughts there, Ed, for sure, as well as for your friend. I apologize for that. That is not cool. That is not cool. It's a shame. Let's see here. Sticker collecting in effect. Great to see you on here. Let's see here. Urza Ender. I love the BK Fiery Buffalo Wrap and Nuggets review. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Had a lot of fun putting those together. That was all done the same day. I'm sure you guys can probably tell from that. But a lot of fun checking out there. And obviously with the Nuggets actually being a fiery glaze, or the basically their glazed versions. That's what that was there. But the wrap is actually two types of buffalo. You have the creamy buffalo and you have that glaze in there as well. So very, very lovely situation going in on that for sure. I always love checking out the latest from BK for sure as well. And again, shout outs to you, Ed. I see the thing there, man. It's a heartbreak. That really is. That really is. Larry Nguyen, E&K, do you believe in, well, I do believe, I'm very spiritual. I like to consider myself spiritual, and I do believe that there is a higher power. I just don't know exactly what that is or how that's classified. at the same time. But let's just say there has to be a reason for everything, right? Nothing is just a happy coincidence. So I'd like to think that considering how perfectly symmetrical that we are, considering our left and right sides are exact duplicates of each other, it's not, you know, just by chance, it's by design. So there is something out there, I have a feeling. But like I said, we're not meant to know that until much later on, I guess. But in the meantime, you know, let's just do what we can. Thankfully, we have free thought and we can do what we choose, so to speak. So there's got to be a higher power that gives that freedom that way, I think. So hopefully that answers that enough for you. Drew, Momma Peeps on the show. Quick to the peep phone. You're hilarious. Actually, she's going to be resting right now, actually. She's had pretty much of a long day. So we'll see about, maybe I'll give her a call. Maybe she may or may not answer. So maybe we'll try. Lore, Ian, my sister had a baby boy today at 4 a.m. Wow, very happy birthday to him. Very cool. And shout outs to your family. God bless you. Blessings and salutations and all that good stuff to you there. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with me to share that with me. That's awesome. That is making my night right there. It's all about the as much positivity as you can put out there. And when you have a brand new addition to the family, that's pretty awesome right there. So you've got I guess you're an uncle now, if that's the case, which is pretty good. So very cool, very cool. The Berg Show, welcome, welcome, welcome. Another Day in Paradise is from 1989, Erna. Okay, all right, there you go. It was somewhere in the 80s, somewhere in there. Tony Schultz, what's going on? Time to party with the Peep fam. You already know what it is. Absolutely. And I Ate the Bones is saying the Lakers are going to lose. We'll have to see. Are they playing tonight? I should know that, actually. It's been so crazy today. Urza Ender, didn't even see, let's see, did you see anyone but you with Sydney Sweeney? What do you mean? What do you mean? Ethan's vlog, okay, missed all the chats. I'm trying to get caught up here. Let me try and shoot on down just a little bit. Let me see here. And everyone is saying hello to everybody here in the chat. Robo Boogie, happy Friday all. All right, hang on, we're getting caught up over here. Ed, I haven't checked out Dune Part 2 yet. That's the next thing I want to try and get to this week. I really can use a little bit of a zone out right now. I really, really want to make sure I go see that movie, absolutely. For sure. And there we go from Lore. Read my last comment. I think I got you. I think I got you in there. Shout outs to you there. Mars, what's going on? Super chat donation. Happy International Women's Day. Who is your favorite woman other than Momma Peeps? Besides the wifey? You know what? That's let's see. Who would I say is like my favorite woman? Oh my goodness. I mean, outside of having your mom naturally as being, you know, one who brought you into the world. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm just gonna have to say the wifey. I'm just gonna have to keep it that way for now, just because I don't want to get in trouble at the same time. Spencer, what's going on? My nickname in family is Peep. Shout outs to you there. That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, it only makes sense that you are here. So I appreciate that. And thank you so much for being part of the group there as well. That's pretty awesome, I have to say. And I'm highlighting these and clicking on the hearts there as well too there. So without a doubt. Without a doubt. So good times across the board for you guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. And of course, you're going to see your names jumping down here in just a second. As soon as it catches up, I think Mars is going to be first. And then we'll jump into Spence right over here. Spencer's going to see his coming up in just a second. So UFO Dune popcorn bucket review, right? The controversial bucket review from Dune. That thing was not very well thought out as far as I think. And Drew, yes, She-Ra, of course, for Ultimate International Women's Day. From Eternia, right? Or Etheria, wherever she's from, actually. From that, I should know that. Larry Nguyen, when you did the KFC cheats and the bun, did KFC change to 99 cents extra? No, believe it or not. It was charged. I didn't get charge anything extra. It was basically the chicken parm sandwich, essentially, that I reviewed. They just charged it as a regular, you know, pizza, the half pizza, which is $5.99, which is the same of that one there, too. So $5.99 technically for the chicken sandwich. It was pretty much the same thing. Tony Montana, who would you say is your favorite actress? Oh, wow. There's a bunch of favorite actresses. Probably Rachel McAdams in there for sure. Jessica Alba. I had a crush on Jessica Alba. Jennifer Beal. from Flashdance from back in the day. Keira Knightley. I'm going off of a few there. There's some really beautiful actresses that are out there that I think are pretty beautiful. Who else? Who else? Who else? That's kind of what's jumping out at me right now. Those are like the main ones. I remember, you know, Jessica Alba from back in the day, of course, for sure. But Rachel McAdams, Jennifer Beals is from Flashdance, which she still looks great today. At the same time, Jennifer Aniston, I guess, yeah, as well too. I see the Berg there. I wasn't thinking at the top of my head, but I've always thought she was pretty attractive too. So yeah, I think basically kind of some of the more current ones at the same time. Let's see. Contrails as Rachel Leigh Cook. Okay, got you. I got you. All good, all good. Lance Wu, what it do? Thanks so much for jumping on. And Mars, there we go. It's catching up finally over here. Shout outs to you there as well too. And Mars, you'll see it's down below as well. Great, great, great. Tony Montana, it's kind of catching up, which is awesome. So great question on that one there, Tony. Absolutely there. I appreciate that. Sydney Sweeney, definitely. She's pretty cute, yes. Scarlett Johansson, well, we'll have to see. You know, it's okay. You know, that one's all right. Drew says Tila and the Sorceress. All right, for the animated set, yeah, I'll have to go with, I probably have to go with Tila. That's pretty awesome. Lance, by the way, my name is Lance W. Wu, is for Western Washington University. That's awesome. That's awesome. Lance, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. I always go by the first part of the name because I'm figured that's going to be the first part of your name, naturally. But WWU, I was like, okay, it's not WWF, it's not WWE, WWU, that makes sense. Western Washington U. That's awesome. Shout outs to you there. Shout outs to you there. Scott Messerschmidt, a large iced coffee at McDonald's went from $2.05 to $2.89. Wow, it's actually been above that. It was $1.99 for the medium over here, to believe it or not, and it's actually $2.70-ish, I think, in that range. I haven't gotten a long time. When an employee said everything went up just overnight. Yes, because April 1st, which is no joke, it's going to $20 an hour for a lot of fast food workers' hourly wages there, which means that all the prices are going up for all the food in general. So I know that's going to be pretty wild. We'll have to see what happens there for sure. So let's see here. Yes, Ed, I'm going to be watching the Oscars on Sunday. I look forward to it, even though 3/4 of the movie of what's nominated I did not watch, but I do want to check out the show. Oppenheimer was amazing. I love that movie. It was literally just three different types of movies in one. The third act was long too, by the way. I mean, it's kind of shifts focus a little bit to something else, but I enjoyed it a lot. It was really, really great film. So yes, I can't wait to watch the Oscars. I'll probably get a pizza that late afternoon, which I like to do when I watch award shows, just get some fun food and then check it out. And Tony Montana, I do plan on checking out Kung Fu Panda. And it's funny that you mentioned that because when I did my reviews for BK, earlier in the week, I actually was given one of these. I didn't show it really in the actual video there, but this was sitting off to the side. Kung Fu Panda 4, they have their own little hat thing because they have their version of their meals for the kids there, which is kind of cool. So my contact's like, here, give this a go. So pretty cute, you know, for what it is. I mean, it kind of matches, right? Kind of matches, so to speak. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Kung Fu Panda 4. I was going to show that to you had I not seen that. Anyway, but thanks for that segue there, Tony. I appreciate that. I appreciate it greatly. Let's see. Sandman Fighting System. I have a friend who owns a kettle corn company called Choo Choo Kettle Corn. I would like to send you a few bags to try and review. How do people send you prepackaged foods to try? You know what? Just reach out to me on social media. On direct message, you can do on Instagram, on Twitter. Just send me some info and just kind of let me know what's going on there. Maybe we could see about doing it here, which would be kind of cool. So all those links can be found down below in the description and the first pinned comment in the replay, so you guys will know how to get in touch with me there. Just send me direct from that point, and we'll see what we can do. Let's see here. The Bergs. Whatever happened to the $5 footlong at Subway? They're like 15 to 20 now. Exactly. But the thing is, they don't taste 15 to 20 from what I remember from back in the day. They're still the same. Processed meats. But yeah, everything is just out of control. I think when they do promotional stuff in the app, that's the only way to kind of get things at certain prices like that. We'll have to see. But I ate the bones. All McDonald's franchises set their own prices so they can just change them whenever. Yes, but with the increase of the hourly wages, watch for everyone to fall in line quick with that, especially here on the West Coast, which is crazy. And Scott, yes, Wendy's prices are higher if you go to the drive-thru during their lunch hours. You know, they're not actually doing that surge pricing thing. That was actually something that they basically walked back on. But I know that in certain areas it may be a little bit more than necessary, I think personally. But the quality of the Wendy's goodness is pretty good, though. I got to be honest. Even though it's kind of priced up there, I love reviewing their stuff, which is always good for their promos. Let's see. Tony, a grilled cheese at Freddy's was $5.29 and it's just a bun turned inside out. Yeah, stuff like that I don't like to get if I know I can make it at home. Some of these things, obviously, you can just do on your own. So, I mean, for convenience, you're going to pay it. I mean, you're definitely going to pay it. And yes, Ed, I think Robert Downey Jr. is obviously going to win Best Supporting Actor for that Oppenheimer as well. He's been winning all the Best Supporting accolades for all the awards stuff up to this point. So, of course, they're going to finish that out. It's just kind of a no-brainer for sure. Drew, if my loan goes through, I'll check out Carl's Jr.'s burgers. Yes. And if you're in Hardee's land, you can check out the return of the Philly cheesesteak burger. I had a fun time reviewing those when they were here on Carl's Jr.'s side last time they were out there, which you can find in the Carl's Jr. playlist here on the channel. So definitely check those out if you haven't already. For sure. Sticker collecting. Ian, the cheetah from KFC is good. Yes, I totally agree with you. I enjoyed it. Ben113, you're here earlier today. It's awesome to see you, my friend. Thanks for jumping on. Sticker gave the cheetah 7.8 out of 10. I was obviously a little bit more liberal with my reviews. I mean, with the rating, I should say, because I really enjoyed it for sure. Real Don John, is there a restaurant for the Super Chat donation? I appreciate that. Thank you for your very first super here on the stream. Thank you so much for that. Is there a restaurant where you would pay surge prices for? Easily In-N-Out. I'm going to put that. That's an easy one. In-N-Out. It's my all-time favorite that I like to go to for a burger. That's pretty competitively priced, speaking compared to the rates that are out now, even though the prices are still going up here and there. But even still, you can't fade In-N-Out. It's really a lovely situation there. I have a couple of reviews, I believe, on my channel for In-N-Out. One of them, I believe, was their famous X menu that I called it, I think, when I was doing my collab with Joey's World Tour from back in the day. But definitely at least that. Anything else, I would not go with there. Considering the prices of food in general, they don't need to be charging as much as they are for those things. Honestly, there's like 1,000% plus profit, I think, across the board. It's all marketing and it's all just to kind of make a buck, and that's just not cool. So I really hope things are going to scale back a little bit there. We'll have to see what happens because things are getting crazy out there for people. Trust me, I know it. Everybody knows it. So we'll see. Ed Keaton, did I see the Fall Guy trailer? I haven't seen that actually. No. From Ryan Gosling there. I'll have to see about looking for that. Friday night after I stream with you guys, I like to kind of relax and catch up on some of my content on YouTube as well. And there it is right there at Real Don John. I appreciate that. And of course, down below, you guys are all in there. Thank you so much. But I will be watching a few things tonight after the stream and for sure. Plus, you guys will be having actually a brand new review coming out on Sunday. Monday, I have a lot of plans and stuff that I have to do. So the next review will be out on Tuesday. From there, and then it's going to kind of continue as the week goes. So you guys will have some content as usual as well. But tomorrow for Saturday for the 9th will be actually the replay of what you're watching tonight. So you'll have all that goodness there. Tony Schultz, the best deal is at Chili's, I think. $10.99 for a huge burger, fries, and a Jinx chips and salsa. I agree with that. I've seen that deal, Tony, and it really is pretty good, especially for a sit-down thing. And even if you get it to go, that's a pretty nice thing. It really is. And that may be the way to go if you really want to get your money's worth there. Taking out like a steak burger from IHOP or any of these other restaurants, if you're already paying in that price range for some of these things already there, it may be better off just getting a better quality version of it, personally. So we'll have to see. Tony, I do not plan on seeing Madam Web unless it is actually free online. I have no interest in that whatsoever. Apparently nobody else did either because the movie seriously bombed. But considering Morbius wasn't horrible, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't horrible, I'm hoping it's at least going to be up to there for at least entertainment factor. So we'll see. We'll see. Ben113. So I ordered the pizza from a different KFC location, and I think they did better at my nearest location because they did melt the cheese. But tomato sauce is still the same reason to start from 6 to 10 or 7 to 10. Okay, yeah, it depends upon how it goes because as I saw them making it, they pretty much just topped the hot chicken with the mozzarella cheese and they let the steam, I guess, when they closed the box, do the melting for them. I think just to kind of cut down on the time, but I think putting it in to some little steamer or something to kind of heat it real quick or even hitting it with a torch would be kind of cool. But naturally, they're making the chicken based from what I've seen anyway, the times that I've had it, which is only twice with a sandwich and then the regular review. It was made fresh to order, so I watched them do it, and then you know, it was as good as it was. So that's hopefully how it should be for it as well. Clone Go. Any collabs in the works or nothing as of now? Nothing at the moment. Everybody is doing their thing, and I know everybody's schedules are kind of locked with things going on. So a lot of the people that I know are busy doing what they're doing, as I'm busy doing what I'm doing as well. So nothing currently at the moment. But of course, if anything should arise, you guys will know for sure. Drew, you won't do a 6x6 burger. I think 4x4 was the highest that I did, Drew, on that one. I think that's about as much as I can handle barely with that. But that 6x6, I can imagine 6 patties and 6 pieces of cheese. That's got to be insane. That's got to be insane. Tony Schultz, I heard that the packaging for the workers, wages is costing food prices. Yeah, making them raise prices. It's going across the board. It really is. It really is. So it's the state of the world we live in right now. We just got to do what we can. Ben 113, when will you order the 100 from 100 with In-N-Out? Just kidding. No, In-N-Out, stop. Did that really long time ago. You know, I've seen actually people do like a 10 by 10, which they put it like in a large box. So you can't really eat it. You can't pick that up. It's basically just knife and forking it. But at the same time, yeah, that would be a little craziness right there. Ben says the KFC Cheetah hurt his stomach. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Had to start my diet week. Well, not a good way to start it, but at the same time, it's probably a good thing once you kind of keep yourself leaned out from there. So yeah, craziness there. Zachary Belcher, I'll hit a 7 by 7, ain't no thing. There you go. Larry Nguyen, E&K Sam's Club, you can get a pizza and drink for only $2.50. Yes. Hot dog and drink is $1.50, kind of like at Costco. That's kind of their version of Costco, which is kind of cool. All right. And let's see here. Let me see if we can give Momma Peeps a quick call just to kind of see. I hope I'm not going to be disturbing her because I know she loves these things. But let's just see if I can say hello. And have you guys say hello as well, because I know it does make her night as well. So let's see what happens. Momma Peeps! I thought I was going to let you rest, but I wanted to jump on here with you. You're now officially immortalized once again here on the stream.
Oh, yay for me.
Yep. So a lot of people are asking about fast food prices and all that stuff as well. What's your favorite fast food spot, Mom, when you like when you get stuff?
I don't have one.
You like a lot of different things, right?
I haven't been in a fast food place in a very long time.
Well, I've brought you like Popeyes and, you know, Mickey D's and like all the basic stuff as well. Everyone's saying hello to you, by the way. Zachary Belcher saying hello, Claw and Go, Sticker Collecting, Drew. Everyone's saying hello to you. Matt Dummett as well.
Well, I'm saying hello to all of them.
You just did. There you go.
There you go.
So out of all like the fast food places, like when you and I would go out and everything, what's like your I guess the go-to, the one that you would like fall back on?
Fall back on, huh?
Yeah, it's like what's the one that you think of the most? No pressure.
I'm really stuck. I don't. Domenico's.
Oh, Domenico's. Okay. That's that's actually a local restaurant here, a local Italian eatery that we have here in Pasadena, which is really awesome. Larry Nguyen saying hello as well. So all right, I just wanted to ask you that quick question here because we're talking about fast food prices, and I figured, you know what, let me find out and see what your favorite fast food is there. And I guess just to leave you with this before we go into the review in a second here, what would be, even though the prices go up, because it was a question that came up earlier, even if the prices are going up, what's one place that you would still go to if you knew the prices were going to surge up, that you would still go to either way?
Domenico's.
All right. On that note, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to call you back, and then we'll talk after the stream.
Okay.
All right.
Good night, all of you.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Love you. Love you.
I don't hear any of you.
It's a happy International Women's Day to Momma Peeps for Ben 113. Yes, there you go.
I heard. I heard.
Happy.
Don't forget to turn your clocks ahead.
That's right. And we lose an hour at 2 o'clock in the morning, Saturday or Sunday early morning. So late Saturday night, turn your clock forward, lose an hour, and we'll get it back in the fall.
That's right.
There you go. All right.
Okay.
I'll call you back. Call you back.
All of you be good.
Love you.
Love you too.
Ciao, ciao, ciao. All right. Just a little quickie to say hello to Momma Peeps there. So, let's see here. Mars, I appreciate that. I'll buy you anything you want in Momma Peeps. That's awesome. She loves hearing from all of you guys, and I love letting her know that you guys are saying hello. So thank you so much for that. I have a lot of fun doing that quickly on the streams. So thank you so much for that. And let me shoot on down over here. Very cool. We're all getting caught up. And Drew thinks we're about to do some chips. That's not going to happen. All right. So guys, hang out 1 second here. Let me go grab the goodness, which I hope is going to be good. And then we'll get started here. So grab a drink, use the restroom if you have to, do what you got to do. And I will be back here in about a minute, maybe a little less. So stand by. I'll be right back. Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
All right, we are back. I think I jumped in there just a little early, but we are in effect. Let this catch up in just a second over here, and we'll get this started. We'll get this party going. Guys, let me just tell you again, I am so glad to be on here with you right now. Like I said, this is therapy for me on a weekly basis because I really need to kind of decompress and just kind of come back to everything. And I love connecting with the audience, with you guys. And I appreciate the love and support on the channel. If you guys haven't subscribed, please make sure you do that for sure. Hit that thumbs up, the bell notification, all that stuff as well. I want to get back into that as well too that way, because I just want to make sure you guys know you have options down there available. And if you've been frequenting the channel without actually doing that, do your boy Ian K a solid and hit that subscribe button down below, of course. I really appreciate it. Great to see everybody on here. Let's see, it's jumping back in. There we go. All right. Deppy Sly, we should add a betting to bet on what you're going to review. That would be cool. Maybe we can set up something like that as well. That would be a lot of fun. Bud Smelly, are you going to the big alien event? What is that? On April 426, right? LV 426, April 26th. Where's that going to be? I'm sure that I know every year they do something for aliens. So we'll have to see there. Kind of like May the 5th, right? For Star Wars. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. James Morrison eating the cluck sandwich, the real mother clucker. Yes, that's from Doghouse. I remember doing that review back in the day. All right. Drew thinks what I've got is in the oven. Definitely not that today. Definitely nothing from the oven tonight, I should say anyway. Let's see here. Ben Moment 3, you know, weekends without sports are boring. No NFL, still waiting to watch. Well, that's what everyone's going to be doing their gaming. They're going to be getting their gaming on. That's for sure. Getting ready for the new season and with everything else coming down the road. So guys, let's see here. Drew, going to use some Old Spice Coke to shave with. There you go. There you go. And yes, Larry, I definitely love poke. I love all kinds of sushi, all that good stuff there. Absolutely. Poke bowls are definitely a bombing situation or a banging situation. Ed, I haven't tried the hot and spicy honey chips yet. I've seen them all over my stores, but I haven't done the chips. And I'm glad I'm not doing them tonight because then Drew would have been like, you know, let's get the chips on, right? So no, tonight is actually going to be something that I've been very curious about that I finally found. And I'm very excited to do this because I'm adding it to the portfolio of Oreo goodness because we're going to do a little dirt cake flavor on this one here. And the reason why is because not only is dirt cake a lot of fun, especially as a kid because of the gummy worms and everything they add with it, I wanted to see how they were going to simulate this for this situation here for an Oreo cookie. So as you guys can see, it has got gummy worm inspired sprinkles on the top, which I'm really curious about. This is pretty wild. Two different types of chocolate, as you can see, to have that dirt cake in there. And then you have the cookie itself, limited edition. Guys, just so you know, got this on my local Target. $5.49 for this. That is an absolute rip for it there. I mean, it is what it is. You're getting 10 servings, 2 cookies a piece. There's 20 cookies in here for $5.49. Pretty crazy with this, pretty crazy. But the main reason I wanted to give it a go is because you don't really see Oreos too much that have anything on the outside. So that's interesting in terms of the sprinkles right there. So it's gummy worm inspired. My guess is it's going to be like a little bit of the lighter flavor, I think there, but more for decoration. But limited edition, and again, I love the marketing. It looks cool. This thing, they had a ton of these at Target. Just a lot of them there, and as you can see, really, really cool looking. Have you guys actually tried these yet? Drop some comments down below. Let me know if you guys have given these a go, because it's going to be a first for me, and I always say these Oreo reviews when we do this over here. So let's see here. Claw and Go, you're paying more, getting less. So boo-boo. Yes, I agree with that. It's out of control. Over $5, $5.50 for a freaking pack of like limited Oreos right now, when the regular versions are about $3 or so less, give or take. And it's the standard one, which is always the OG classic, which is the best, right? So I don't know. I guess they got to make their money back on this promo for what it is. So let's get it going there. We'll rip this up and you guys will see it's official. You guys are going to get the first look. I'm not even seeing what this looks like at all. Hopefully that's coming through. And actually, there we go there. Well, it looks really nice. I mean, they smell like very chocolatey. I mean, it definitely feels like a chocolate situation. I think there was like correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was the ultimate chocolate or some type of ultimate thing, which was one of my favorite ones that I tried. I want to say it was sometime last year, but I'm getting a vibe of just heavy chocolate with this, and that's good because I am definitely down with it there. So let me lift one of these up, and we'll give this a shot. And, well, that's different, but let me see if you guys can see it. There we go. Yeah, look at that. You can kind of see around the edges, maybe a little bit in the middle. It has trying to keep that focus right there. But as you can see, it's got sprinkles. They're colored sprinkles in there, but crazy, crazy, crazy. On the back of it too, I believe. Yeah, let me see if I can try and keep the focus. It's trying to see my face, so that's why the focus is not. Let me see if I can, should I cover my face real quick here? It's not really working, but okay. Well, it is on both sides. So you do have the Oreo action. You can see the colored bits that are in there, which is really interesting. Is it going to do anything flavor-wise is the question. So got to be careful. I almost broke this here. But as you can see, it's got 2 little layers of cream. We have a light layer. We have the dark layer. Let's give this a shot and see what this is here. The dirt cake Oreo here. Dirt cake flavor is what they're calling this. Let's try the cream first, and of course we'll get into together, and then actually we'll go for badunkadunk. So here we go, the dirt cake Oreos here on Peep This Out Reviews, live, or the replay if you're watching this here. Let's peep this out. It's like milk chocolate, and like cocoa. There's a little bit of a difference there, but it does taste like frosting, which I like. That's actually pretty tasty. So let's try it by itself together, actually with the cookie together as it should be here. And again, you can see more of the colors there on the outside. Let's see if it's going to do anything flavor-wise with this here. Officially, the Dirt Cake Oreo limited edition. Very expensive. Let's give this a shot. It's a lot of chocolate. I'm not getting anything gummy related. I think this is more for flash, actually. But I like it. I mean, it's a chocolate cookie. It's a chocolate Oreo, but I mean, it's not like I don't love it. I mean, I love the flavor. I'm just thinking for dirt cake. You know, I think it would have been nice if they would have put like granules or something in the cream to kind of give it that little extra crunch or something extra, because the cookie is good. It's a standard Oreo cookie. I don't know. I mean, it's good. It's a chocolate Oreo, basically with some flash. So let's do it. But dunk in this right now. Let's give this a shot. I'm sure this is going to come alive with milk, as they all do. Yeah, it's much better with milk. It's good, but it's just a chocolate Oreo with some colored specks on the outside. That's it, though. I'm going to do another one because I want to. I mean, the flavor is good on it. And the marketing name, Dirt Cake, instead of saying we're doing the chocolate Oreo like we did before, let's add some colored goodness on the outside of it. And we'll just call it a day, basically. So let's see if I can try and focus that in. You know, it's kind of contrasty with the ring light. There we go. But as you can see, there's a decent amount of those little colored specks there, guys. I mean, it's not bad. It just would have been nice to actually get something a little bit more, I guess, gummy-like with it, just to kind of give it a little bit more. But it's the appearance that really does it. So these actually come alive with this here, but I don't know. It's just, it's a nice chocolate Oreo, actually. That's pretty much it. But it's banging with milk. As most Oreos, if not all Oreos are, right? I will be finishing those. I will. So let's go for one more. And then we'll wrap up this little quickie review with the rating coming up next, because there's really not too much else to talk about with this, guys. I mean, the flavor of the Oreo is awesome. And the flavor of the cream, like I said, it's a combination of like chocolate, like almost like a dark chocolate and cocoa. It's got like a lighter version and a darker version, so you're kind of getting that duality. But the the little bit on the outside for a decoration, gummy worm inspired sprinkles on top. You know, it just is what it is there. So typically most dirt cakes, they usually have like crumbles of something on the top to simulate the dirt. They have the gummy worms in there. It's like in the little kids section of buffets when they do those things. So I like it. It's cool, but I just think price point is really going to kill that. I don't think it's worth that, obviously, but it's a tasty chocolate cookie with a little bit of flash. And believe it or not, with those colors on the outside, it kind of reminds me of like a Christmas thing for what it is. So not bad for what it is, but it is just a plain chocolate Oreo. Let's go for one more and we'll finish it. I got my 140 calories for two. The milk, though, I gotta say, it's pretty awesome. All right. So, is it worth trying? If you can find it on sale, yes. Is it worth buying at regular price? If you're not really a super fan of chocolate, I don't think I would see you buying that anyway, but maybe just out of curiosity, just to give it a go. You know, it's kind of debatable, but $5.50 is expensive for this. I wouldn't go much above $4, $4.50 maybe. But when it's a full $1 over that, and it's really just a chocolate Oreo, which they've had a lot of different versions of this in the past, it feels like a little bit more of a cash grab at the same time. So Overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to go 7.8 on this one there. Not quite an 8. It's definitely well above average. Guys, it's a tasty chocolate Oreo. But I think 7.8. The price is really what hurts it. I mean, it's literally over an 8 in terms of that. If you can get it cheaper, I would bump it up just a little bit because it's a solid Oreo anyway because it's chocolate. The cream is nice on it. But again, you really kind of have to look at the basic goodness on the outside of the package, or they don't have that much color as they're kind of showing there. But I like it. It looks cool. It's a tasty chocolate Oreo. I like chocolate Oreos, so it's decent. Is it my all-time favorite? No. But like I said, I'm going to finish it. I'll definitely use this throughout the week. Pop one here and there, depending how I feel. I've been doing that with the Space Dunks ever since I reviewed them. I'm pretty much on the last row now of my Space Dunks. So I like those. I'm getting more and more into the popping feature. I'm feeling more with that. So it's a good Oreo. I'm glad I'm adding it to the playlist. And if you guys agree with that, drop some comments down below. Let me know if you enjoyed it as well. And if it's one of your favorite things. And if you've had dirt cake before, where have you had that? Because that's typically something I see like on buffets. I don't really see that as something like that you can order a dirt cake slice of that type of thing. I don't see that at Cheesecake Factory or any of like bakeries and stuff. It's always a buffet that I see for the kiddie section where they have dirt cake. It's usually like a tray, and it's like a long tray with, whipped cream, and they have like, crumbled stuff on to simulate the dirt, and then they have like the gummy stuff on top of that. I've seen that at Disneyland. I've seen that at the buffets they have at Disneyland, by the Disneyland Hotel, which they have that type of thing too. So let me know if you would give it a go, because it's not bad, for what it is. Like I said, it's just a chocolate Oreo, basically. Ed Keaton, what's the worst Oreo cookie flavor you've ever tried? Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever really had a really horrible Oreo. I can't think of anything offhand because the promo flavors at the base core are going to taste like an Oreo. That obviously doesn't because it's more chocolatey at the same time. So even the cream on the inside, you usually get the hint of that at the very end. So Ed, it's hard to say. I couldn't say what's like the worst Oreo because there really is no bad Oreo that I know of, that I can think off the top of my head. That just hasn't been good. It's always going to be at least above average or right there. But the OG is still the best. I mean, clearly. But these are fun. These are fun to check out, if anything there. Inceptorize, I know you're a Call of Duty guy. Yes, have you ever played Elden Ring? No, or Elden Ring. I have not, but I've been watching a lot of reviews and what people are saying about those games or that game, and I should say it looks awesome. It really does. I wish I had time to invest in a role-playing game of that nature. Any of the new Skyrims, Fallout as well, which, by the way, Fallout, the TV series on Amazon looks pretty awesome. I can't wait for that. And Borderlands 2, which looks pretty awesome. So we'll have to see. Let's see. Deppy Slide, Ian, please tell YouTube to stop playing ads during the stream. I'm watching on mobile. That's YouTube right there. So I will let them know for you there as well. I do just the basics when I set up my stream here. So YouTube being what it is, I think they want to get you to do the YouTube, their paid service. I have a feeling to get rid of ads. I think that's what they want a lot of people to do. For that. So I feel you. I deal with it too. Whenever I watch YouTube, it feels like I get hit with ad after ad before every video, sometimes during the video. It almost feels like they tell you not to put ads like at points where, it kind of interrupts the viewer experience. And it's like jarring, like you wait for somebody to stop talking and then put something in. It's never like that when I watch. So I feel you with that, Deppy. I feel you with that. Let's see. Claw Go, you should try the peanut butter Oreo cakesters. If I can find those, I've been on the lookout for those, Claw. Every time I go to the stores, I'm looking for that. I really want to try that. I really do, for sure. And is Jackie Hero Food Reviews in the house? Yes, she is. Guys, jump on over there. She just launched her McDonald's review. So I got to check that out. That'll be one of the things that I'm going to be checking out after the stream tonight there. So I can't wait to see your take on that one. You guys need to be jumping on over to Jackie Hero Food Reviews. You already know. For sure. But great to see you there, Jackie. Thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate you there. Let's see here. Moving on down. Sam, we can always use a little sprinkle of real dirt in our cakes for authenticity. That's awesome. Oh, too much. Too much. Let's see here. Sam says milk is sweet. Not this one. This is actually some lactate milk, which is good. Most of the milks do have a little bit of sugar added, but nothing that I'm really kind of tasting in there as well. Geki Falar, what's going on? Singful Decadence, I would not tempt myself by bringing those into my home. Yeah, I have no problem with sweets. Believe me, I'm really pretty much up on dirt cake, or pretty much Oreos in general there. I can have all this stuff in my place, which I usually do, and I end up usually not just getting rid of it because I don't finish the things that I try sometimes. But I have no problem with that at all. My mom, my sister, and some other family members love sweets. They love all that stuff. I'm not one that's addicted that way. Although I do love an occasional donut, and I got to admit it's been a while since I've had actually a donut, so that's maybe something to check out. Drew, you actually used to do the midnight donut runs. What's up with that? We got to get back to some midnight donut runs. You got to pick up a maple bar for me when you do that there. So yeah, it actually sounds really good. It almost makes me feel like I want to go to Donut Man tonight to grab one because they're open 24 hours. That actually is all of a sudden kind of tempting to grab a tiger tail. We'll have to see. Larry Nguyen, have I had any sriracha sauce at home? I add some into In-N-Out burger. No. Sriracha is not meant for In-N-Out. It would be pretty tasty, I'm sure, but you got to experience it as it is. Solo dolo, the way they make it. It is definitely a bomb situation. Definitely bomb situation. Let's see, Sam, there's a solid score for the cookie. Peep fair as always, trying to be. You know, like I said, they really have to try to mess up these things. And naturally, it's tasty for what it is. Like I said, if you like chocolate, I think you'll dig that for sure. There's Jackie Hero Food Reviews. Thank you with that emoji. Shout outs to you. Kevlar has YouTube Premium. Highly recommend it. Yeah, I'll probably invest in that at some point, to be honest, because I'm always having to keep my little Fire Stick remote next to me whenever I'm doing my stuff on my channels, just watching even sometimes my own content too. So when it comes up there, so it's funny how when I find myself coming up in my own searches for certain things, which is kind of funny for that. Max, I'm a fair life for Kroger. Carbonated milk drinker myself. There you go. There you go. Kroger is actually known as Ralph's out this way. They pretty much carry all of Kroger products. So Ralph's Market here on the West Coast. Larry Nguyen, rest in peace to all the ads. I appreciate you guys watching them. It helps the channel out here. As the longer that you watch them, the better it is, obviously. But yes, I ate the bones. I like donuts, cookies, and chocolate and candy and other pastries. Nice. Let's see. Wade Bowers, I might eat a Tim Hortons donut tomorrow morning. Very nice. All this talk of donuts really makes me want to grab one. I got to be honest. I haven't had a donut in a while, and you kind of fiend for it after a while, you know? So for me, I love maple bars, as Drew knows. Tiger Tails from Donut Man as well. Any of the glazed donuts, the glazed twists as well. Sometimes they have the maple rounds, which is kind of like the maple bars, but they're just regular glazed donuts with, like, you know, maple icing. Man, I'm getting myself into a major frenzy right now for donuts by talking like this. Wow, you'll have to see there. Let's see here. Contrail, just seeing it on the screen here, guys. Ads is how Ian gets paid. Please don't complain. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for that. Let's see here. Robert Giles says, I love ads. Next Gen, have I tried the hot cocoa Oreo blizzard from Dairy Queen? No, I don't actually have a Dairy Queen close to me. I used to have one in a local mall here, but they're no longer around. So it's going to be a little tough to try anything. That's why you've never seen any DQ reviews on my site. Let's see. Ed Keaton, is there a fast food place that you would like to see make a comeback? Wow, it's actually a place, believe it or not, the first thing that jumps to mind is Pioneer Chicken. Which ironically, they have a sole location in Boyle Heights, actually, that advertises on social media. But just so you guys know, Pioneer Chicken used to be one of the major chicken spots here in the Southland. When I was a kid, when I moved here back in 1984, there was Pioneer Chicken everywhere. It was kind of like what Popeyes and KFC is now. Although it was basically before Popeyes, it was KFC and Pioneer Chicken. And Pioneer Chicken was a banging situation. It was more like a wet type of coating. The batter, the way that they did it wasn't like it was something that you put into like a dry batter and then you just basically drop it in the fryer. It was a wet, goopy type of batter, but it's so unique because it would over puff and the chicken would be ultra juicy and you're biting into this puffy, crunchy type of shell. I haven't had a chance to go over to Boyle Heights because it's a little bit of a ways from me here down into LA, but it really, I've passed it. I've seen it before. And every time I see that wagon, the way that it is, if you do a search online for it, that you'll know what I'm talking about. It's iconic for what it is. So apparently, I guess it's a family-owned location that's kind of really pushing it out there. So I would love to see a return of that type of chicken everywhere, which would be awesome. So that's the first thing that jumps to mind right when I read that there. Let's see. Yes, I haven't tried the new Lay's IHOP chips. I know that my buddy, the endorsement, I think may have that review, only because I don't live in an area where that stuff is readily just available, and I don't know why. Eventually, by the time I get these things, it's too late. So take a look at his review. I'm holding off on doing that in case I find them. But yeah, I would like to give those a shot, to give them a go, just to see. Let's see here. Wow, it's already coming up on almost 5 to 9 already. This is craziness. The hour goes by so quickly here. Ben113, I nearly got banned from Jack in the Box due to ordering on the menu that they don't have, and also ordering at 12 a.m. Actually, they're open all the time, so you should be good with that, even if it's after hours. Hopefully. Let's see here. Cannot wait to try the new KFC chicken sandwich you reviewed. Yes, Dom, you got to try it with the bun. I'm telling you, the chizza with a bun is a banging situation. Nayray, jumping in over here. I see it. Actually, here it is. Hang on one second there. Nayray, Brother Peep, can you walk through your going to the store routine to go on the list and hit the aisle? Same store every time. I love the stores. Would you want to see that? Like me doing walking through my market shopping? Does like a vlog thing? If I get some requests for something like that, we'll have to see, Nay. We'll have to see about that. But people watching me while I'm shopping, naturally, while I'm talking, I'd probably have to have a Bluetooth or something on. That would be kind of interesting. The only downside to that is if I were to do that on a stream, I'd have to make sure, because there's an area of the stores where I shop where the signal is just not good. So if you want to see that as a live stream or just like structured content, I'm not sure, but send me direct messages if you're just to give me some ideas. I'll ponder it. I'll ponder it. I'll ponder that. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see, going down the line, just got an ad when he was answering my question. Oreo Boy reviews. Crazy, 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 crazy. Jack in the Box is mean and their food is bad, says Sammy. What's going on, Sammy? Thanks so much for jumping on. Pioneer Pete was their mascot. Yes, 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 yes. You already know. You already know. And guys, I apologize for any ad stuff you may be seeing there, but like I said, it helps the channel, I guess. As long as it's in areas, literally whenever you see my reviews after, it's always going to be in spots where, you know, it's not going to be where I'm talking, hopefully. So that's the important thing with that. The new Lays are definitely different. Yes, I do want to try them. I do want to try them for sure. I do want to try them. Let's see here. Well, let's see. Last couple of things. Contrail, please do a stream or video. We need this. All right, I'll take it under advisement. That would be interesting, to say the least there, of what I'd be doing there. How I can make that interesting at the same time. We'll have to see. Caribbean restaurant near Santa Monica. I haven't, well, there's a bunch of stuff down in Santa Monica there, but nothing that I know offhand there, Sammy, in terms of that. What's the name of it? Send it to me in direct message there. That would be cool. And let's see here. Last couple of things. Real Don John. Peep, have you ever been to Nando's? I have not. What kind of food is that, Real? What kind of food is that at Nando's? Let's see here. Nayray, you can do an inflation video showing where Joe Biden has impacted prices the most down in Southern Cali. That's pretty much everything, to be honest there. A loaf of bread is like $6, $7. A half gallon of milk is like $5.99, $6 plus. It's out of control. It really is out of control. Let's see. Deppy Slide, one more question before I go. Are you a sweet breakfast guy or savory breakfast? Savory for me. Definitely savory. I always love the classic flavors. I'm not really big on super sweets. If I do like super sweets, it's going to be usually maple syrup or something with pancakes or French toast, or anything like donut related, or you know, breakfast things that are usually that have those types of things, kind of like cinnamon sugar or something like that too. It has to be a certain thing, but for me, mostly savory. Definitely mostly savory. Scott Rush, you should try some Easter cake this year. I will look. I will look. We'll definitely have to see about that. We'll have to see about that. Clone Go, great scream as always. Always fun every week as well. Definitely a fast hour. You're very welcome, Claude. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate the love and support. You already know for sure. Ben 113. Do you have any plans to review Jersey Mug? Yes, eventually I would like to have that on my channel. So yes, I would like to add that. I'm way behind in terms of the stuff they've had naturally there, but that would be kind of cool for sure. Oreo, I don't mind ads since I am an advertising minor. No worries, no worries. Like I said, it's kind of what they're doing now. Everything across the board. I'm already getting ads on Amazon that I pay for a yearly subscription to Amazon Prime, and now they're adding ads. And if I want to remove it, they want $2.99 from me on top of that, which I won't do because I don't mind it. You know, it's not horrible for what it is. But we'll have to see there. Tony Montana, here's had McDonald's 10-piece nuggets. Very nice. New anime McDonald's sauce, Shamrock Shake for drink. Yes, you're definitely lighting it up. You already know. That's a lovely situation. That's a very decadent meal too. And yes, very decent. The sauce was rather decent, I thought. Yes, a combination between soy, chili, and teriyaki, kind of like that, which was pretty good. Well, guys, let me take a quick moment to thank each and every one of you once again. It's a fast hour, but thank you so much for joining me tonight, taking a look at the Dirt Cake Oreos. Very nice, very fun in terms of the presentation. Flavor, it's basically just a hyper chocolate Oreo, which is fine. It is what it is. But a lot of fun checking these out here. I'm glad I can add it to the playlist with you here on the channel. I have so much fun putting the content out, as you guys know, and adding this little piece on a weekly basis is always a lot of fun for the streams there. And I hope you guys can dig them as well. Once the replays go live, you can podcast them out if you're driving, if you really want to listen to them like that. I usually do stuff like that myself. But I appreciate you taking a little bit of your time out here this weekend. Do remember to turn your clocks forward Saturday night after 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. I should say, not 2 p.m. 2 a.m. Saturday night. We're going to lose an hour, so turn them forward. And then enjoy the Oscars on Sunday for sure. If you guys are going to be watching that, I'm going to be doing my due, probably picking up a pizza. Papa John's, hashtag unsponsored, has got a large one topping for $8.99, and it comes with the garlic dipping sauce. I did get a pizza from Domino's not that long ago, and it was like 13 and change for the same thing. Actually added an extra topping, so I'd probably do that anyway with Papa John's. But you're getting the garlic sauce anyway, so definitely do that if you're thinking about getting something to watch while you're watching it there. It's good stuff. And watch for brand new content on Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. As always, when I release my content, it's 2 p.m. And then naturally the weekend the week will be coming up with content as well too that way. Obviously big stuff coming, Little Caesars goodies coming out on Monday. So you'll see that stuff there into the week. So there's a lot of really fun stuff coming your way there. And again, I appreciate you guys spending a little bit of time with me as you're starting your weekend off. I greatly appreciate it. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart to all my super chatters as well. You guys are down below. And of course, you'll be in the description as always. Thank you so much for your love and support for that. I greatly appreciate it there. And any PayPalers that I'll find out after the fact, I'll add you if there's anything there as well. So I'm going to be here in the chat for another minute or so until the screen actually times out for me here as always. So I'll try and do what I can. So let me shoot out a little positivity to all the peeps who may be dealing with things. Believe me, I know exactly where you're at and what's going on mentally when you're dealing with stuff. It's very hard. I know the feeling right now. I'm sending out a lot of love and light to you for sure. So just look at all of those hearts popping up on your chat there. That's from me to you guys. Ed, I'm so sorry again to hear about your friend and classmate for sure. And to all you people who are dealing with stuff there, just realize that there's always going to be some darker days, but there's more brighter days ahead. So just try and keep that focus and keep that momentum and try and keep it in perspective. And just take each day as it comes. It's very important to kind of focus on that and realize that things could always be worse, but always focus on what you can control, the controllables, and everything else will work itself out. You just have to believe it. I'm guilty of not believing that sometimes, but I'm trying and trying and trying because I'm human too. And we all have to do our part to try and keep everything moving forward. And I'm going to do my part moving forward to keep continuing to make great content for you guys and to be here as much as I can for you. So thank you so much for being here tonight. Again, I'll be here for another minute or so in the chat, and then I'm going to be enjoying some goodness on some YouTube tonight myself to try and relax and unwind, and we'll go from here. So with that, this is Ian K officially closing out the live stream for Friday, March 8th. It's crazy. We're right in the month of March already. It's going by fast this year. And like I always say, I've got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So stay tuned for that next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. I appreciate you guys. Love and light to all of you watching right now. Thank you so much for being here. And I will definitely be here in the chat. You guys are amazing. And again, a very happy birthday over to Scott Messerschmidt as well for tomorrow. Enjoy yourself for sure. And it's a good time that you guys are just in for, I think, this coming week. There's a lot of fun stuff coming there. But lots of fun there. And guys, thank you for all of you latecomers to the party tonight. Just know that the replay will be up for you naturally at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. So thank you so much for joining once again. And everybody out there, you guys enjoy your weekend. Do something fun. Keep it in perspective. Do something nice for somebody that you know. And smile at least one person a day that you happen to come across out when you're out and about doing your routine. A smile goes a long way, or a hello goes a long way. You don't know what people are dealing with. Let's just try and make it a very, very positive experience all around there. Just keep walking that fine line and stay positive. Very important. And with that, peace. I'm out.